pleased to be here tonight to honor a close friend and colleague. I've known Kim Waugh for almost 20 years. And in fact, I'm very proud. One of my big accomplishments is being part of the team that brought him over to Warner Brothers to begin with. And in the 20-year period of time that I've known Kim, he's turned Warner Brothers from just another big motion picture studio sound operation into the preeminent post-production operation, diversified worldwide. And some of you may debate that. You may say Warner Brothers is not the preeminent worldwide operation. So I'll say it again. Yes. At Warner Brothers, Kim Waugh has created the preeminent post-production studio. Now, Kim, did I say it how you told me to? Did I get it? Okay. Kim accomplished this with vision, creativity, determination, and a real eye for quality, and attracting and retaining top talent, embracing new technology. He has the greatest respect for creative talent and a very keen business sense, developing new businesses, turning unprofitable areas into real contributors. All of these attributes in pursuing excellence would be reason enough to honor Kim and keys to his success. But I'm confident that the reason we're here tonight to honor Kim is a lot more for his tremendous character. Kim has impeccable integrity. He's honest, he's straightforward, never with a hidden agenda. He champions his team. He's always the first to give credit when things go well, and he's the first to take responsibility when things don't go as planned, which is a great quality in a leader. Kim's got great judgment and decision-making ability. He's a modest leader. He's a wonderful friend and has a terrific sense of humor and a joy for life. And he stands up for what he believes in. Such is the time when we were having heavy cutbacks about 4 years ago. And we had a lot of pressure to cut. And Kim did make some cuts, but he refused to cut his team more deeply. And in a heated moment with my predecessor and me, Kim turned to my predecessor, the president of the studio, and he said, "Hey, John, it's not all about the money." So we all sat back in shock. We weren't sure Kim would make it to this night, but he did. And he also backed down a very strong-minded prior president and a very strong-minded current president of our operation, which is no small feat. In addition to all he brings to Warner Brothers, Kim cares deeply about the motion picture and television industry, and he pushes the envelope of developing new technology. He's a patent holder himself, and he's helped several different companies develop proprietary technology. He also serves on many committees of the Motion Picture Academy. He's a wonderful choice as a recipient of the HPA Lifetime Achievement Award. And now I'm happy to present a short tribute video celebrating Kim's incredible journey.
I was sitting with our previous president in a conference room one day with a number of other executives, and he was going on and on and on around the company's performance and about individual departments' performances, until finally I'd had enough of it, and I yelled out, Really, is it all about the money? But interestingly, he turned to me and said, "You're right, Kim, it's not all about the money. It's about the art and the craft and the production and the support we give our filmmakers and producers." My early career was working for the Department of Aviation in New Zealand, where I was in the process of training to become an aeronautical engineer. I soon decided that I'd like to immigrate to the United States and go in a different direction. Studios have a wonderful sense of community. It's really how you build on that, the people that you bring into your circle to be part of your creative teams, and those that also call this place home. I'd always been enamored by the film industry, both the arts and the crafts, and just the skill it took to pull a film off. My first position in the film industry was for a cruising company in 1981 in Los Angeles, working as a visual effects assistant. From there, it sparked my interest to stay in the industry and potentially go in a new direction. It was really the people that made every day so special. Not the awards, not the accolades, but really the people and the environment and the culture. I believe fostering a sense of community is around bringing in people who you've seen have nurtured their relationships, have built on their relationships, build their talent, build strengths within the communities, and are known as great creatives, wonderful communicators, and really good managers of their shows and projects. You foster a very positive environment and a successful environment by letting people do what they do best, which is communicate directly. Give yourself time. Give yourself time to breathe. Give yourself time to nurture relationships. It's a magnificent industry, but what you are planning on doing one day may change the next day. Don't feel that you have to achieve everything in the shortest period of time. Your career will change. It will go in many different directions. But just be patient. If you live the dream, you'll have the dream. I'm most proud of the years I've had at Warner Brothers, where I've been able to create a sense of community within a studio environment. All of that is embodied by the ability that we've had to grow successfully with wonderful people. It starts and ends with your talent, our talent, and people who call Warner Brothers their home. That's the greatest achievement.
My good friend and colleague, please join me to welcome our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Kim Waugh.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad I showed up. Otherwise, would have been 6-0. Anyway, thank you, HBO, for honoring me with the Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, I'm truly thrilled and honored, and so lovely to have so many of my colleagues and friends here tonight. And thank you, Jeff, for the introduction. I'm glad that it wasn't too much of a roast. Cheers to my loving family, my wife Melissa, daughters Rachel and Rebecca. Joining me here tonight. They've always helped me keep a sense of humor over the years in an industry where it would be easy to lose the plot, as you all know. So I come from a family of aviators, doctors, lawyers. I'm the youngest of 6 siblings. You could only imagine the look on their faces when they heard some 35 years ago that I was in Hollywood working as a sound recordist. And I was at a company called Sound Deluxe. And they were like, "What's that?" Well, you know, my father visited me at Sound Deluxe in the late 1980s to view my work and the environment that I was in. I was in a transfer bay, and he was observing me transferring from 4-track mag
to 4-track mag. Now, most people wouldn't even know what the heck that was. Okay, nodding intently as I explained the art of recording and the world of linear film sound. To my amazement, later that night over a glass of wine, he asked me, "Is that a real job?" Well, yes, I said it was a real job, and all that followed was certainly very real, highly creative, remarkably challenging, and totally rewarding. To all my Warner Brothers Discovery colleagues, industry friends, and wider audience here, tonight, this fabulous art form we are so fortunate to be a part of, whether it be color or sound, technical or administrative, we are the magic on the screen, and you all deserve the glory and recognition for what each and every one of you creatively deliver every day. Here's to an industry and a career that I adore. Our Warner Brothers Discovery family is very special and will always be an enormous part of my future and my present. So, for the family I collaborate daily with, whether it be in London, New York, or LA, you are the fabric of our creativity. Continue to foster diversity, inclusion, innovation, and the love of the art form. You're the inspiration that drives me every day. From humble beginnings at Sound Deluxe in the 1980s, through my journey at Warner Brothers, I owe a great debt of gratitude. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. Cheers to you all, and that was less than 4 minutes.